Aventures sur Game of Thrones TellTale Story avec la famille Forestier. Que d'aventures qui se sont passées dans le dernier épisode. Donc là, l'épisode 6, c'est le dernier. Donc ça va conclure sur pas mal de choses sur la maison Forestier.
Previously on Game of Thrones.
Bon épisode.
But now I realize it might be far more entertaining to watch Lud tear you to pieces. Last house standing wins.
You have a good head for business, Lady Mira. What you need more than anything is an ally.
I have to get in there, Sarah.
Look, I can't get you in. Marjorie's already furious with you. You owe me for this.
You're not a leader. You're a wounded soldier trying to prove he's still a man.
Take this traitor away!
Damien, where are you?
Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost. Finn!
They're everywhere!
We make for the North Grove!
Go, Roderick, I know what I'm doing! Iron from ice, brother. Iron from ice.
Gods.
Can you see anything? Is it the North Grove?
I don't know yet!
The North Grove, beneath the watchful eye of the Ice Dragon.
The Ice Dragon.
The Forester Sigil. Those look like ironwood trees. Hear the werewoods whisper. Haven't seen any werewoods this far north.
That must be it. We're close. I think I found it!
You found it? Are you sure? We can't afford to waste any more time. Not with the condition he's in.
You just have to trust me. I've gotten you this far, haven't I?
Which is nowhere anyone in their right mind would be.
We're close. I know it. I believe you, Garrett.
I hope you're right. I don't know how much further he can go. We need to keep moving.
Ow!
His wound is getting worse.
He burns! He burns like all 7 L's combined! Oh. Listen, Garrett. I know I'm not well. And up here that can get you killed. But you've always been there for me. If anything happens, I want you to leave me. You take Sylvie and don't look back. Promise me, Garrett.
I won't leave you behind. Not now. Not ever.
I don't want to hold you back. If Sylvie gets hurt because of it, or you, I mean this, Garrett. If I'm gone, Sylvie will need someone to look after her. I know she's stubborn and proud, but she's a good person.
You know you can count on me.
Thank you, Garrett. I know she can hold her own, but she's still my little sister.
What are you doing?
I found Nightshade. It's poisonous, but in small doses it can help with pain. It's rare this far north.
We can use the nightshade to make Cotter more comfortable.
Right. It'll help keep him calm too, in the right amount. Luckily, I know how to use it. Can you help?
You see this?
Claw marks.
Whatever made this must be enormous. Gods.
Hear the werewolves whisper.
En l'occurrence, c'est un arbre sacré qui a été profané. Je pense.
It's not frozen. Must be a fresh kill. Shit! We have to cross the ice! Get Cotter across! I'll hold it off! Go!
Garrett, come across!
Seven hells. Come on!
You were right, Garrett. This has to be the North Grove.
Oh, finally.
We found it. After everything we've been through. We finally found it.
I can hardly believe it's real. Look. Whoever they are, they can help us.
Hurry!
high vis.
What?
Wait! No!
Garrett! Tell them!
I represent House Forrester. I was squire to Lord Gregor himself.
This kind of behavior among my handmaidens. One of you must answer for this. What were you thinking?
My lady, please.
She was? Yes, I will escort her in. But you hadn't?
Please, Lady Marjorie. Please don't send me back to Highgarden.
Finally, you grace us with your presence. I was beginning to think you'd found someone else to serve.
My lady, is there something I can help you with?
I'll get to you in a moment. Do you realize how precarious my position is with Cersei?
Of course, my lady.
Of all the people in King's Landing, you steal from the Queen Regent.
I didn't mean...
Did you know about this? Sarah's been stealing wine. From Cersei, no less.
No, my lady. It doesn't sound like something Sarah would do.
Is that so?
I had no idea.
Really? Half the servants in the keep are talking about it, but somehow you're in the dark? I'm sorry. I shouldn't get so flustered. It's just... I need order in my household. Until I'm married to Tommen, I can't afford any more mistakes. I have no choice but to make changes among my handmaidens. Tommen's garden party, Mira. What were you thinking? I can't believe you'd be so irresponsible. I expected better of you.
It was a foolish mistake, Lady Marjorie. We shouldn't have disobeyed you.
At least you're honest about it. Sarah's been saying some damning things about you, Mira. I suspect in an effort to save her own neck.
My lady, please.
You've said enough. One of you must answer for this. Sarah says you used her to get you into the party. You've been with me a long time, Mira. When I'm queen, I'll need people I can count on. Please, tell me this isn't true.
Mira, please. I can't go back to Highgarden. You promised me you'd take the blame for this.
Je lui ai vraiment promis que je prendrais la responsabilité de ça. Je me souviens plus trop. Je croyais plutôt lui avoir dit que j'avais déjà fait beaucoup de choses pour elle. Et du coup qu'elle me le devait bien. Bon après de toute façon j'ai plus vraiment grand chose à perdre. Après l'autre c'est une voleuse. C'est une voleuse. Elle m'a craché dessus direct quand j'en ai eu besoin. Euh... j'hésite, parce que je connais des secrets sur elle, quoi qu'il arrive. Donc je pourrais toujours la faire chanter plus tard, au pire. En sachant que là, je vais vraiment décevoir Marjorie, mais d'une certaine façon, j'étais déjà au minimum dans son estime. Donc ça va pas changer grand chose que je lui mente. Et ça va pas changer grand chose que je lui dise la vérité.
Is Sarah telling the truth or not?
My lady, I'm sorry. Sarah's telling the truth.
This has been building for some time, Mira, but it still breaks my heart. I've been nothing but good to you. I've put up with your schemes. I've even tried to help you and your family where I could. And you repay me with this. I feel betrayed. I won't have it.
You'd have done the same in my position.
Don't tell me what I would or would not do. Consider yourself dismissed from my service.
But my lady...
Get out!
Mira, wait! I'm so sorry. She was so angry. I didn't know what else to do. You saved me from being sent home. I can't believe you did that for me.
Bah, du coup, c'est moi qui va être renvoyé.
By now. But you stood up for me.
Maybe I shouldn't have. It's cost me a lot. But what's done is done.
Well, thank you anyway. I know you didn't have to. I wish things had turned out differently. But I suppose this is goodbye. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure we'll see each other again.
King's Landing has a way of changing a person, Sarah. You're too good to let that happen to you.
I don't think I will change, Mira. It's just not who I am. There's something I need to tell you. Something I heard. There are some vile rumors going on about you.
Rumors?
About you murdering a Lannister guard. I thought you should know.
Thanks, Sarah.
Careful, Mira. You're on your own now.
Bah voilà, raison de plus. Si j'étais resté au service de Marjorie, je l'aurais foutu dans la merde pour avoir tué le garde, donc raison de plus.
fucking Westeros. Slave all my life, and I've never been so fucking hungry.
We've passed villages. We should have raided them.
You didn't come here to steal from farmers.
We didn't come to get ambushed either. But plans change.
I can't believe my little brother's gone. All that bloody fool wanted was to come back to Westeros and fight for his family. I told him it was stupid, that we had a good thing going across the narrow sea. But he did it anyway. All for a family who cast him out. Who banished him to the other side of the world, but begged him to return when they needed him.
He might have been an exile, but his name never stopped being Forrester. I doubt a day went by he didn't remember it.
Well, maybe you're right. Because there isn't a day goes by that I don't think about getting revenge against the White Hills. I keep expecting to turn my head and see him riding beside me. Laughing at the idea that he, of all people, could actually be dead. But then I turn and it's just you. No offense. It's just not how I expected this would go.
Asher died to save my life. I'll never forget it.
He was a caring idiot. I'll give him that.
Him and I, we used to sneak out of Ironrath and get drunk on mead with the Chandler's daughters. He could drink like a fish, but I'd get so drunk he'd have to help me walk home. One time he even carried me.
We did the same thing once, actually. Except it was Valerian fire whiskey and a butcher's girl. He was a good little brother, wasn't he?
He was.
If I do just one more thing in this piss life of mine, it'll be to make those bastards pay.
You'll get your chance for revenge. The Whitehills have shown their hand. They'll be coming for us now. But first, Roderick has a duty to bear.
Alors c'est la bande des balafrés.
She's lost another son.
Roderick! I was so worried. You've returned. I knew you would. Roderick, where is your brother? The ambush. What happened? Oh, he wouldn't have missed the ship.
Griff got to him first. I'm sorry.
No! Easy, I've got you. Those animals. Those monsters.
Roderick.
My lord, they were very fond of Asher. They saw him as one of their own.
Asher is dead! Murdered! But we must all turn our grief to rage! And turn that rage on House Whitehill! For it is they who took him from us!
They didn't do this to us! They did it to you! Asher brought us here to fight, but Asher's dead. What's coming isn't battle, it's slaughter.
Not if we put up a good fight.
Bah! You think we can't see the difference between strength and weakness? Your people are terrified. Your walls are made of wood. What's to stop us taking what we want and leaving this shithole? There is food, gold, weapons. We could make out well here.
And what then, Amaya? Where will you go?
North to the freezing wastes beyond the wall? Or south? To die for some fool house rebelling against the Lannisters?
We'll survive.
Not in Westeros, you won't. You need us.
Thor! He's nothing like Asher!
And you're nothing like a real army!
Yet you want us to fight like one.
What I want is for you to obey your lord!
He's not our lord.
Show some respect.
Doesn't mean shit to me.
Oh, fucking hell.
War is coming! Do you understand? If we fight amongst ourselves, we're dead. If we mistrust each other, we're dead. Either we band together, or Ironrath will be the last place any of us ever see.
I bring a message from the Lady Gwyn.
Gwyn? Gwyn Whitehill?
What does she say?
They're on the march. They'll be at our gates by nightfall.
We're doomed.
Fucking great.
Please, remain calm! Please!
Everybody, look to your lord!
Sound the alarm! Send out riders! Ironrath is under attack.
He's lying. Look at him. He's a crow. He doesn't represent the Foresters. Never seen a crow this far north of the wall. Must be a deserter. I don't trust fucking deserters. And you're traveling with a wildling. All the more reason not to trust you.
We're not your enemy.
Says the man who wounded my bear. Who came here uninvited. I could have killed you out there. As easily then as I could now.
He's a warg.
The bear likes your kind even less than I do, so I suggest you shut your mouth. Your blade pierced his shoulder, and I felt the pain as if it were mine. You couldn't possibly understand what that's like. But I could make you understand.
Enough, Josera. He claims to serve House Forrester. Anyone could say as much. What proof do you have? If you'd have us believe it's not a lie.
I was given this by Talia Forrester before I left. It's the Forrester sigil. Made from ironwood.
Harida East.
You trust this crow?
That necklace is Forrester Ironwood. No one else could craft it as well.
My friend is wounded.
He won't live long without our help. High Vis.
Wait! Where are you taking him?
Who is this girl? Is she a prisoner? Why else would you be traveling with a wildling?
I promised to protect her.
A wildling girl?
I swore nothing bad would happen to her.
I told you we couldn't trust him.
My name is Elsera Snow. This is my brother Josera.
What is this place?
A refuge against the forces of darkness during the long night. A place of great power to those who know how to use it. I assume that's why you're here.
You're a long way from home, aren't you? There must be a reason you've come all this way.
Lord Gregor's last words before he fell were, "The North Grove must never be lost."
What do you mean? Last words before he fell?
Lord Gregor was slain at the Twins months ago, betrayed by Walder Frey. You didn't know? Of course. How could you?
He has no idea who we are.
Why would he?
You're right. He's just a messenger. All he did was use some ironwood necklace they gave him. Why should we trust him with anything? They clearly didn't. Otherwise, he would know.
Lord Gregor was willing to trust me. If he was, then you can too.
He wasn't the best judge of character.
Perhaps Lord Gregor never told anyone.
I wouldn't be surprised. Better to hide his shame where no one could find out. Whites.
Gregor wen fenden bjonen. This is the gift the Grove gives me. I control these warriors.
What about them?
Hiftanes.
What? No! Let me go!
Did they teach you to fight at Castle Black? I hope they did. Otherwise, you're likely to die.
I'll fight. But only if you release her.
I knew you couldn't be trusted. Maybe you're the one who should be tied up.
We don't have time for this. The dead are coming. I'll untie her, but she'll need to be watched. That's one less warrior, so I hope you know how to fight.
Mais non, mauvais calcul. Ça fait un guerrier de plus si vous le libérez. Bande de cons, va.
Thank you, Garrod.
Of course.
There's something wrong with them, Garrod. Those warriors. They're not normal free folk. Not like any I've ever seen.
Ready!
Aye.
Lady Mira, wait.
Tom, what is it?
Guards, they're searching your room.
Break it down! Search the place!
They're coming after us for the murder.
The knife is in there.
We should have gotten rid of that ages ago. Come on, we can't stay here.
What's going on, Tom? Sarah said she'd heard rumors about me.
It's all over the keep, milady. They're saying you take Lannister men to your bed and murder them in their sleep.
What? That's ridiculous.
It'd be ridiculous, milady, if soldiers weren't smashing in your door. They're saying you killed that Lannister guard. There's more. Someone sent the captain of the guard a message about you. Dropped off at the guardhouse. Anonymously.
You mean someone's plotting against me? How do you know this?
My friend does the guardhouse call. Whoever's behind this, they're making their move now. If those guards catch you, if they catch us, we've got to stay close to Lady Marjorie. They won't touch us if we're with her. She'll protect us.
We can't bring Lady Marjorie into this.
What? Why not?
A scandal could hurt her right now.
Scandal? They're going to cut off our heads!
Calm down. Panicking isn't going to help.
Those guards won't stop until they find someone for Damien's death. What are we going to do, Lady Mira? How are we getting out of this one?
Being near me is dangerous, Tom. You should get as far away as possible.
Appreciate the thought, milady. But we're in this together. But I don't know how to aid you now. Tell me and I'll help you. Whatever it is, we can't stay here.
We need to find a safe place to hide until this blows over. We can't do anything with this manhunt on.
There's a collier store by the river gate, on Muddy Way. The owners are like family. We'll be safe there.
Who's there? Show yourself, or it'll be worse for you.
Get to the colliers. Tell Godwin I sent you. Goodbye, Lady Mira.
The coal boy. Take him.
The gates are down. Archers at the ready. The foot soldiers are armed, for whatever that's worth.
Talia and Elena?
In the cellars, where they'll be safe.
You should be with them, my lady.
And let Ludd think that I'm afraid.
Roderick Forrester! By order of Houses Whitehill, Bolton, and Baratheon, I order you to surrender your keep and present yourself for execution!
He must be shitting in his britches. The coward.
Get your men off my land, Whitehill! And I might let you leave with your heart still beating. I can't do that, Roderick. Ramsay Snow said only one of our houses can survive. All that's left to determine is how you will die. Ryan, bring the gift!
No. What's he doing?
I brought you something to mount on your wall. Come on, lad. Hold it up so your brother can see.
No! Fuck!
Oh, you should have seen the rest of him!
Or what's left after we fed it to the... The next pike's for you, Lud! I'll see to it myself. Oh, he's beginning to bore me. Take the gate! Arrows! Watch out! Get out of the way!
We must take action!
Return fire! Return fire! Slaughter those pigs! Find me when the gate falls! We need to get off this bloody wall!
That animal! He's taken everything from us!
What's happening out there?
Nothing good.
This is Duncan's fault. I've been in many sieges, but because of him, the Whitehills know our numbers, our defenses, the strength of our gate, and they're using Ryan as a human shield.
I'd say we have hours, maybe less.
Once they break that gate, Ironrath will fall.
We need to counterattack. Hit them where it hurts.
But how? They'll storm the keep the moment we open the gate.
Then we don't go out the gate. Royland, the map.
There's a hunting trail that runs through the forest. If a few of us were to slip out the postern gate, we'd end up here, behind Ludd's army.
Sounds like a plan to me. We hit their camp, kill some Whitehills, and maybe get your brother back in the bargain.
My lord, I'm all in favor of acting decisively. But if you're caught out there, it's all over. This war, your house, your brother's life. Mira may live, but your mother won't.
Royland, if you have a better plan, now is the time to share it.
I don't, my lord.
Well, neither do I.
Amaya, this is it. We're going to war.
Are you with me or not?
We are with you. Only because we need to keep our swords sharp. Then we leave this shit-cold land.
We'll either have won, or we'll all be... Arrows! We need arrows! Royland, I'm trusting you with the defense of Ironrath.
They may have greater numbers, but they have none of our fight.
You must leave for your own welfare.
So you'd cut me loose like some injured horse?
Give me a moment. Elena, why aren't you inside?
Your maester wants to send me away.
The Glenmores have cousins in the Riverlands.
I've stood by you since the beginning, Roderick. If our nights together meant anything to you, tell him I belong here, at Ironrath. Tell him I make my own choices.
My lady, this is foolishness.
Of course you do, Elena. This is your home now.
Thank you.
Roderick, we have to go, now!
May the gods be with you today, Roderick. I'll be waiting.
The gate won't hold much longer.
Then follow me. Let's end this before they do. She's left the keep! Search the area!
Lady Mira!
There she is! Take her!
What's all this?
Look, Morgan, please. You have to help me.
Mira Forrester! You're coming with us!
Please, do something.
Surely you have more dangerous criminals to deal with than Lady Marjorie's handmaiden.
We have orders from Captain Lucan to...
Let me worry about Lucan. You worry about buying yourselves a few tankards. On me. Thank you for keeping our city safe. Can I take you somewhere, Lady Mira?
The Rivergate. Thank you.
The Rivergate! Quick as you can! What's going on, Mira? Is there a problem? Maybe I can help.
Someone's plotting against me.
Plotting? What do you mean?
They're spreading malicious rumors. And worse, they've set the guard after me.
I see. That is worrying indeed. Clearly you've made powerful enemies here in King's Landing. Although, you've made short work of one of them, at least. I hear Lord Andros has found a home in the Black Cells. I'm impressed. It seems he took on the wrong handmaiden and lost.
Andros was a snake, working for the White Hills. He got exactly what he deserved, and no more.
I'm inclined to agree. I doubt anyone will miss the oath. Of course, now that you've gotten rid of my biggest competitor, all kinds of opportunities have opened up. Particularly in your part of the Seven Kingdoms. The Ironwood market is wide open. A lot of gold to be made.
There's opportunity enough for both of us, Lord Morgren. Think of what we could accomplish if we worked together.
I have thought about it. I've thought about it a great deal. You're clever, Mira. Getting that decree from Tyrion's chambers, I still wonder how you managed such a feat. Of course, I knew you'd be a problem when we first met. Imagine a handmaiden stealing the Crown's Ironwood contract from under my nose. That's why I bribed that Lannister guard to kill you. Don't look so surprised. You must have known you'd become a target sooner or later. Killing Lannister guards does not go unnoticed.
Do you really think you'll get away with this?
I already have. After Ludd takes Ironrath, he and I will control the Ironwood trade entirely. You've been very helpful, Mira. But it's time to get you out of the way. Can't have you complicating things.
The White Hills don't understand Ironwood. They can't take care of the forests. You may control the trade, but they'll run it into the ground. Only the foresters really know those woods. You're a fool not to see that.
If they leave the hills bare, I'll find another forest. I couldn't care less, and neither should you, because you'll be dead.
We've arrived. Now get out of my fucking litter!
Lucan, fancy coming across you here. I seem to have found something you're looking for.
That you have, my lord. I've been searching for this murderer a long time. Finally, I got her.
You've got the wrong person. I've done nothing wrong.
Shut your liar's mouth. It's time you answered for your crimes.
Take her to the cells. Chin up, Mira. I'm sure if you ask him nicely, the headsman will be quick.
Forgive my brother's temper. It's said over time wargs adopt the traits of their animal. And your news was unexpected. You see, Gregor Forrester was our father, and we are his bastards. I doubt anyone knows. It was his dark secret, and he feared his family would find out.
That's why you're here, isn't it?
I suppose. Josra would say he banished us to hide his shame. But I like to think it's because he knew what we were, that he was protecting us in his own way. We thought one day Gregor would come and see everything we've built. But instead it was you. You are the first to arrive. It must have been a difficult journey. Few try, and fewer still live to tell about it.
I fought the Freys. I fought the dead. It wasn't easy. But I've endured worse.
I can tell. Not many can survive this far north of the Wall. But here you are. Our father entrusted us with protecting the North Grove. That has always been our purpose. But we've learned there's a power here, Garrett. A power we've only just begun to understand. Winter is coming, and we haven't much time.
Gregor ven Fionn Bjorn Sager ven. Svealoden Mopre befastan.
Oh, God! Finn!
Did you know him? Maybe I'm wrong, but you keep looking at him.
He was my friend. His name was Finn. He was here because of me. I let him join when we left Castle Black.
That was his choice. It's not your fault.
Now his watch has ended.
You fought well, for a crow.
I saved your life.
I wouldn't go that far. Although I admit, you can fight. Maybe they did teach you something at Castle Black.
You fought well yourself. Or at least your bear did.
His name is Shadow. Killing them I don't mind. It's the burning that stays with you. You'll never forget that stench.
Did you see what they just did? They don't care about their own.
My sister has trained them well. Emotion is a weakness, according to her.
There's something off about them. I'm not sure what.
They've been trained to fight. Nothing else matters but that. They're more my sister's doing, not mine.
The Whites grow bolder by the day. Ever since the Wildling tribes went south with Mance Raider. I need to go back.
Are you all right? You don't look well.
It's nothing. I'm fine. I should return to the village. Fulgorn Weissenir. Did you not hear me? Fulgorn! Suna!
What?
Wait! Fulgorn Weissenir.
You're losing control.
What was that?
It's blood magic. The more she uses it, the weaker she becomes. And they can sense it. Elsera's a fool to keep taking these risks. One day, they'll kill us all if we're not careful.
Is there some way to help her?
She is convinced her blood magic is the only way to protect the North Grove, that her warriors are the answer. But she can't control it. I worry about her. It's more dangerous than she knows. She was right about one thing, though. The Whites are growing bolder. And the worst is yet to come. Now that my father's dead, there's no reason to stay. That's why he sent you, isn't it? To bring us back to Ironrath. To crush our enemies south of the wall. And avenge his death.
You're right. House Forrester needs our help. We could return south.
Think of what we could do. I'm sure we could convince Elsera to join us. I know what my father said. The North Grove can never be lost. But he wouldn't want us to die because of it.
Where's Sylvie?
Never trust a fucking wildling.
Ugh, disgusting. Rats. They're everywhere in King's Landing. Oh, looks fresh. Looks like they didn't make it to the block. God. Those are human teeth. No way to get this alight. I wonder if I could use it for something else.
Jailer! Please.
Shut it!
Please come here!
I wonder what she's done. Hello? Excuse me?
What do you want? Can you get me out of here? Because if not, I don't want to know.
Hey! No talking!
Jailer! Jailer, come over here.
Oh, don't you start again.
Why don't you come here for a moment? We can have a little chat about it.
Gods, woman, I said shut it! Or I will come in there, and you won't like what happens.
Well, what do you want then? Tell me! Please! I'll do anything. Just tell me! Bastard! Before the day's over, they'll take us straight to the block. So don't give me that look. You can leave the judgment to the Father, whatever gods you believe in.
I'm sorry, I meant no offense. But we have to keep our heads held high, even when everything else is taken from us.
I have a son. A little baby boy. I think of the smell of his skin. His tuft of brown hair. There is nothing I wouldn't do. Nothing! Just to hold him again. Dignity is worthless compared to that. What would you do in my place? I'll never see him again.
People will tell your son about you. Stories about what you were in life. Give him a story he can be proud of.
But you've no idea what I've done.
Doesn't matter what we've done. All that matters now is what we do next.
Mira, making friends already, I see.
Be quick. We'll be coming back for her next.
For your trouble.
What? Nothing to say?
Block will do that to you.
They'll be here for you soon. You don't have much time.
What are you doing here, Morgren? Come to rub your triumph in my face?
Far from it, Lady Mira. I've come to make you an offer. I was thinking about what you said, and I've come to the conclusion you're right. Ludd will likely ruin every forest under his control. Only foresters know how to really work ironwood. That's useful. And then I realized there's something much more valuable than your knowledge of trees, Mira. Your name. I want you as my wife.
Your wife? Do you do all your wooing in cells? I'm new to courting, but I imagine less violence and intimidation.
Wars are won and lost in the marriage bed, Mira. Kingdoms too. And I want my own kingdom. I'll start with an old and noble house, with a keep, like Ironrath. It may not be the grandest castle in Westeros, but it's a start.
Why would I do that? What's in it for me?
You keep your head, of course, and I'll get you out of here. But if you don't value that, think of your bloodline, your precious Forrester legacy. This is your chance to make sure it carries on.
What are you talking about?
2 of your brothers are already dead. That idiot Ludd will take care of the rest. He marches on your house in full force with 10 times your numbers. I'm sorry, Mira. None of your family will survive the battle.
You don't know that!
Ironrath will fall to you, and through marriage, it will become mine. A holdfast in the north can only help my ambitions.
If all this happens, I want revenge against Ludd. Promise me he dies.
Let me be clear, Mira. You're in no position to make demands. It's fitting our betrothal begins in a cell. I'd say it's a perfect symbol for the rest of your life.
You plan to keep me locked up?
Well, perhaps not literally. If you play your part and produce my heirs. The murder of a Lannister guard can't go unpunished. But I can get you out of here, Mira. One word from me, that coal boy takes your place on the block.
Tom!
All you have to do is agree to marry me. You'll give up your power. You'll give up your ancestral home. But you'll be alive. So, Mira, what do you say?
Bon, clairement, c'est la seule solution là pour rester en vie, c'est de dire oui. Je pense, j'espère. Que le charbonnier qui nous a aidés depuis le début meurt, on s'en fout, hein, clairement. Après, de prisonnière dans les prisons Lannister, on passe à prisonnière du mec lambda qui essaye de faire du commerce dans le nord alors qu'il n'y connaît rien. Ça peut être extrêmement drôle, en sachant qu'à la première occasion, on essaiera de le buter quand on sera sa femme. Donc je vais accepter, hein, je pense que je vais accepter d'être sa femme, enfin d'essayer de devenir sa femme pour essayer de le buter à la moindre occasion.
Good.
She won't get far. Not out here.
Let me go!
Sylvie!
He's my brother! I wasn't finished!
When you're finished here, come see me. There's something I must show you.
I don't trust these people, Garrett. Which was why I had to see Cotter. He's not well. And he won't live much longer.
I'm sorry, Sylvie.
I need you to do something for me. I didn't want him to suffer anymore, Garrett. Just to ease his pain, but... that's when they found me. The Nightshade. I need you to be the one to end his suffering.
But...
it's our way, Garrett. You have to feed it to him. I'm trusting you to do this, Garrett. You're the only one who can.
I'm sorry, Sylvie. I can't do it. Cutter's my friend.
Then you won't let him suffer any longer. You'll see. He's in so much pain.
I did everything within my power to help your friend. But I'm afraid it's too late. Nothing can save him now.
Sylvie told me.
Nightshade? What are you going to do with that? You realize it's deadly. And has no place in here.
This is for Cotter.
You can't give him that. I don't know what that wildling told you. But that will kill him and taint his blood.
Gareth, is that you? It's me, Cotter. I'm here.
Where's Sylvie? I want to see her. Where is she? Did something happen to her?
Don't worry. Our friends are taking care of her.
What do you mean, our friends?
She wanted me to look after you.
Remember your promise, Garrett. You have to protect Sylvie.
Cotter!
I can't bear it anymore.
He's been incredibly brave. A lesser man would have died days ago. But I suppose you already knew that about him.
You said you'd help him.
I wish I could. But I'm afraid it's too late for that now. But you can still use his death to give his life meaning. This was always intended for my father. It's a sacred symbol of the power of the North Grove. Forged from iron, the handle made with ironwood from this very tree. In my father's absence, you speak for House Forrester. It seems only right that you should have this now. You're here for a reason, Garrett. It's no accident they sent you.
I'm honored. Thank you.
It's well deserved. Your friend is dying, but his life is too valuable to waste. Give me his heart. His beating heart. And his death can have meaning. We can use it for a greater purpose, Garrett. An ancient ritual to help harness the power of the North Grove.
But...
we must do this, Garrett. I fear what might happen if we don't.
Why me? Can't you do it yourself?
Not alone. I'm far too weak. You saw what happened after the fight. My warriors, they're pulling away. Please, I need you to do this. For me, for the North Grove.
I'm ready. Gareth. Can't take it any longer.
End his suffering. Use his life to make us strong, Garrett. Give him that poison, and his blood will be useless. Let us use his blood to give us strength. there, you saw what's possible. That was only the beginning.
I'll do it. For the North Grove.
I knew I could count on you, Garrett. Use the dagger to open his chest. We need his heart. Good. Now grab his heart, quickly, while his blood still pulses through it. Now bring it here. Squeeze the blood into the fire. While it's still warm. Donne treorikheid sprak, svogenes forbule. Thank you, Garrett. I know it was difficult, but you did the right thing. Now we must burn the body.
Bon, malheureusement, sa sœur, bah, j'espère qu'elle va pas voir le corps, parce que sinon, c'est... Enfin, faudrait tout faire pour cacher le corps.
I hereby sentence you to death.
Ah, et du coup, j'imagine que... D'accord, ok, cool. Ah, désolé, mec, hein. Désolé. On a rien à foutre, on en a rien à foutre de toi.
This boy has been charged with murdering a loyal servant of the king. Who here bears witness to his crimes?
My betrothed can speak to them.
Is this true, my lady?
My lady!
Then in the name of the king, I sentence you to die.
Lady Mira, please! Please, this isn't right! Help me!
Come along, Mira. I have a busy day ahead.
Bon, là, on vient de faire exécuter le seul mec qui nous a aidé depuis tout le début. Après... Bon, on verra.
Oh, there's too many fucking guards. Keep your heads down. We'll have to find a way to distract them.
More guards. Place is crawling with them.
That tower gives a great view over their camp.
Horses hate being tethered during a battle. If we can just get them loose.
Enough thinking. Where do you want us?
Cut the horses free. Send them galloping through the camp.
Horses? That's what you want?
That's what we need. A distraction.
Fine. But if any Whitehills get in our way, might have to cut them loose too.
Meet here once you've done your part.
Good luck, Basilisk. Try not to get yourself dead, Westerosi.
we rely on them?
You can trust them to fight. Beyond that... Come on, let's get this done.
The horses! They're loose!
Secure the Forester boy. Make sure the little shit can't escape.
He can't run if he doesn't have legs.
Do what you must. And if anything happens to me, kill him.
Yes, father!
Bring me my greatsword.
Fuck. What do we do? I want to make him bleed.
Encore un autre choix. En gros, c'est tuer le père ou tuer le fils. Le fils va voir va voir notre frère, notre petit frère. Donc ce sera sans doute le fils qu'il faudra tuer pour essayer de sauver notre petit frère. Malgré tout, tuer le père, c'est vraiment tuer le chef, quoi, le général en chef. Et tuer le père risque d'avoir le plus... C'est ce qui risque d'avoir le plus d'influence sur la bataille. Donc on va dire que comme depuis le début des épisodes de cette série, j'en ai strictement rien à faire du tout petit frère qui aura pris extrêmement cher pendant tout le jeu, et que je vais m'occuper du père qui est un connard. Je vais tuer le père.
Asher deserved better. This might be our only chance. We will kill Lord, and the Whitetail army will fall apart.
Quick then, before he gets away. Don't get too close. When he's distracted, we strike. Now, let's take them.
Roderick the Ruined. You've just won this war from me coming here like this.
Oh, more Whitehills. Nothing I can't handle.
Which is fine by me. Makes my life that much easier. Raise your sword. We do this like men. Like men, then. Remind me, which one's your good leg? It's over, Lord. I underestimated you, cripple.
Attention, action
But it won't do you any
épique.
good. My soldiers are already tearing down your gates. They'll kill your mother, your sisters.
Ouh, le bouillard!
Westerosi, you live. Where's the basilisk?
We were separated during the fight, right before I took Lud's head.
He's dead. Good.
I thought Beskha would be here.
Beskha will have to take care of herself. To Ironra!
They're everywhere.
Lord! I want you! Rally to your lord!
My lord, you survived.
What's the situation here, Royal?
Grim, my lord. The White Hills have broken through and the rest of their forces may cross the gate at any moment. We need reinforcements at the gate.
Have you seen Mother?
Why aren't
Where's
you?
she? Have you seen Mother? No one knows where she is.
Inside, now!
My lord, your command.
Forward! We have to seize the gate!
Retake the gate!
Now this is the war I shall promise.
To Roderick!
Keep firing arrows!
The cowards have us pinned.
Good idea, Westerosi. Let's give those fuckers a welcome to remember.
Lord Roderick Forrester, last of his kind. I was hoping to face you hold.
No matter.
Rally to your lord!
Let go of my son!
Fucking Forrester, cunt!
My son.
The North remembers!
My lord, we have to get you out of here!
Roderick, help me! No! 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 No!
You can't save her, you have to go! You must survive, Roderick. For the house. For all of us. Go! Now!
What you did was right.
I did what I had to do.
I'll let you light the pyre. Your arrival has changed everything. Even though we've been preparing for it all our lives. Now we don't have much time. We were sent here for a reason. To protect the North Grove. Winter is coming, and we have a role to play in the war to come.
Our father never would have wanted us to stand by and see House Forrester fall. Not while we can still do something about it.
It's too late to reach Ironrath. It may already be lost. You know protecting the North Grove is the right thing to do. Those were Gregor's last words.
They sent you. You should decide.
I will respect Lord Gregor's dying words. The North Grove will never be lost while we breathe. We will defend it.
Bon, ici le choix était vite fait. Hein. Depuis le début, en fait, ce qu'on nous demande, enfin ce qu'on nous dit, c'est que le bosquet du Nord ne doit jamais tomber. Ça aurait été complètement con de ne pas faire le rituel de magie du sang et surtout de partir pour sauver la maison Forestier qui n'en a
Forrester. They were nothing but Stark loyalists.
strictement rien à faire.
And the Starks are dead. Are you listening, Reek? Father wanted to make sure they'd bend the knee. And what do I find? A child lord. Ethan the Wise. With his bulldog sentinel at his side. As if I'd be afraid. And I thought, oh, this is going to be fun.
Mira was so devoted when we first came to King's Landing. That day Cersei dragged her before the throne, Grandmother, I was actually worried for her. But she didn't have any trouble swearing loyalty to Joffrey right in front of me. And then, after that whole business with Tyrion, I thought she knew how to stay loyal when it mattered. But then there was that day when she pushed me to ask Joffrey for help, when he ripped my dress. It was bold, I'll give her that. But I can't forgive that she used me. And now, with all that's happened, the gods know what Mira was doing behind my back. Grandmother, it makes me question if she was ever loyal to me at all.
I saw something of myself in Garrett Tuttle. I thought I could trust in him, Sam, but I was wrong. He gave me his word that he'd stay true to the vows he'd made in the Godswood. Yet before a day was out, a brother was dead atop the wall. I needed his sword at Craster's. I defended him to Frostfinger, and it cost me. Whatever happened up there, A man of the watch doesn't run away.
Who should return then? But another Lord Forrester. Roderick. Back from the twins with balls so shrunken he let Griff Whitetail beat him into the mud in his own yard. Reek, I had to come and see this walking tragedy for myself. But then... he tried to stab me with my own blade. I was rather starting to like him, and then I thought, let's play a game. That's when the fun really started.
There was something about Asher Forrester. You would have liked him, Miss Sandai. He was cocky, surely, but he wasn't uncharming. Asher needed my help. I needed to know if he deserved it, so I tested him. But I was disappointed. He seemed a man who cared of nothing more than the moment. But afterward, his uncle told me the truth. That Asher had been protecting his friend, a former slave. He had gave up all he came here for to protect her secret. He earned my respect in the end, if not my help. I wish I could have done more for him. Perhaps, if I had, things would have turned out differently.
Loyalty. Friendship. Respect. Without them, we have... nothing. I think, in the end, Mira came to understand that, Grandmother. She could so easily have turned on Sarah to protect herself. But instead, what she did, it took grace. If you're fierce enough, you leave King's Landing with your honor intact. Mira has proven that. But at what cost?
Roderick. I could have told him this story wasn't going to have a happy ending. His brother dead, his mother dead, his little pile of timber in ruins. I just wish I'd been there to see it.
That Bolton bastard let their upstart houses go to war, Father. I'm not unfamiliar with these Forresters. Stubborn to the end. They were clever, I'll give them that, but far too sentimental. Ruled by emotion when they should have been smart. Instinctive instead of shrewd. When will these Northerners ever learn? The Starks are dead. The war is over. And they lost.
Pour défendre la maison Forestier, vous avez choisi Sir Royland comme sentinelle pour sa passion. Ah non! Tant pis. Bref. Pour moi, c'était 6 épisodes vraiment intéressants et que j'ai aimé à refaire. Du coup, j'avais obtenu une version complètement différente. Enfin, complètement non, mais différente en tout cas. Oh!
Roderick?
My lord. We haven't much time. They may have won this battle, but they will not win the war.
Eh ben, c'est une bien meilleure fin que ce que j'avais eu lors de lors de ma première tentative. Au final, avec ces dernières images, je dois avouer que je suis extrêmement satisfait de ce que j'ai fait. Parce qu'au final, Duncan nous a certes trahis sur le moment, mais je suis sûr qu'il voulait bien faire. Et avoir Duncan là, comme conseiller, à mon avis, ça va être extrêmement intéressant. Et notre petit frère qui reste en vie. Ouais, très satisfait. Sur ce, merci YouTube d'avoir suivi ce let's play de Game of Thrones TellTale Story. Et en attendant, bien entendu, que la saison 2 sorte. Parce qu'il y a beaucoup de choses à faire et beaucoup de choses qui pourraient rendre vraiment très intéressant cette saison 2 quant à ce qui s'est passé dans la saison 8 de Game of Thrones. Et je pense notamment à tous ces marcheurs blancs et le rôle du bosquet du Nord là-dedans. Bref, à la prochaine YouTube dans d'autres let's play